Coach tell me that they thought it would be Teddy Bridgewater asking the same question you've been asking all morning. Why would they play Brees when they've got a bye week and more time for him to get ready? But defensive end Chandler Jones, who's third in the NFL with 8.5 sacks, told me whoever's back there, we are coming for the ball, and if it's Brees, we're going to be swatting at that hand. Remember, the Arizona Cardinals lead the NFL with 12 strip sacks. Now, with Brees back today, it starts things over, but the Saints won 5 games without him. Let's take a look at how they got there.
Brees throws over the middle and incomplete. Aaron Donald finds his way into the backfield. Is Teddy in the huddle?
Yeah.
Drew's on the sideline. He's got his thumb taped up.
Drew Brees expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks.
They have to survive this stretch.
Will these Saints stay in contention?
Teddy Bridgewater at the controls today.
Bridgewater throws a strike.
That defense is playing really, really well.
Sean Payton has been the gold standard for a long, long time.
Bridgewater is 5-0.
It takes 6 to 8 weeks. I think I can beat that.
And there's no question, when Drew gets cleared, he's going to want to be back out there as soon as possible.
I just needed some competition.
By the way, that was a very sensational report from Steve White right there in the middle of all that in the Superdome. Rich Eisen, Steve Marriucci, Kurt Warner, and Michael Irvin here in hour number 2 of week number 8 of the 2019 edition, NFL 100 edition of NFL Game Day morning. Let's get to it here. All right. There's many different ways of asking questions in the NFL. It's like, will something happen? Can something happen? Who knows? This one, however, Kurt, has got an answer when we think, should Drew Brees be starting today?
Man, it's such a tough one because as players, we understand. As soon as we're healthy and we feel we're healthy, we want to be back out on the football field. But should he? No, in my opinion. I don't understand why. I mean, your team is hot. They're playing great. Your backup quarterback is undefeated. You're at home against a team, I know they've won 3 in a row, but a team that hasn't been great this year, isn't great across the board, and your bye is next week. I mean, when you're dealing with a hand injury like this, all it takes is another hit. If it's not fully healed yet, if you're not 100%, why not give him 2 extra weeks to heal? Worst case scenario, you lose this football game, but you're still in the mix for everything moving forward with your future Hall of Famer at quarterback. I don't understand it. If it was me, there's no way. I'm sitting Drew for 2 more weeks. I'm going to try to win this one with Teddy and then get him back where I know he's 100% healthy. I don't really understand it myself, guys.
Sitting Drew, wanting to sit Drew is one thing, and I think Sean Payton wanted to sit Drew. And when he talked about it last week, with the guys, he said he would love to have Drew back in the backup role. But I think Drew exerted his executive privilege here and said, no, I'm taking this start. And why did he do it? Because he sees what's going on. And, guys, let me tell you something, man. I remember this with Troy when Berline came in and we went on a win streak. And everybody started talking about, is this Berline's team? Is it Berline's team? And I kept saying, no, this is Troy Aikman's team. Troy started the season. Berline came in and he's given us a lift. And when are we going back to Troy? And it's all we talked about. And I kept saying it was Troy's team. After they gave Troy the starting job back, Troy came to me and said, man, I really appreciate you always saying that it was me. I just appreciate it. That blew my mind. I didn't know it meant that much to him. It told me what he was going through. Even though we were winning, you still want to be on the football field. And so does Drew. Drew Brees sees it, and he still wants to be on the football field. It means something to him. I cannot believe, I believe he exerted his executive privilege.
So you're saying even the greats are human.
We are all, even the great quarterbacks are human.
No matter how great you've been, you see the guy in front of you playing really, really well. Yeah. And you want to get back there just a little bit faster and be there with your team. I mean, it is. It's human nature. We're all that way no matter how good and how much you've accomplished in this business.
A couple of Hall of Fame quarterbacks that I coached, Steve Young in his later days, and of course, Brett Favre, who played 321 in a row and didn't come out ever, and their mindset was, I'm not giving this job up. Yep. I'm going to keep it as long as I can. You do have to trust that they're going to make a good decision, whatever the injury might be. And so they're trusting Drew with his pain threshold on that hand. But you know what? Let's give some credit to Teddy Bridgewater, because I didn't think this was going to happen today. I thought Teddy Bridgewater, he's 5-0 this year, playing very well. No disrespect to the Cardinals, but I thought Teddy Bridgewater could win this game and be 6-0 and then have a real healthy real healthy Drew Brees for the back 8 of their schedule, because they're trying to fight for a bye. They're trying to be the 1 or 2 seed, and Drew's saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, we are, but I don't want to be on the bench. I thought they would start Teddy, have Drew as the backup, and Taysom Hill as the tight end, and play and hope that Drew didn't have to play.
So I just got to ask you as a coach, okay, here's your situation. Teddy's done this. Drew comes back. We think he's healthy and he's been cleared. Do you step in and go, Drew, I get it. After the bye, you are back in there. But we're going with Teddy. Do you step in and do that, or as Mike said, does he get the executive privilege to go, I'm healthy, I'm ready, okay, you're back?
I think he does.
Yes.
I think that's exactly.
And unlike Troy, you're right. Unlike Troy, because Troy and Berline were young guys. But this is different because, hey, Drew Brees already proved he's one of the greatest to ever play the game. Now, I want my spot back. Move over, give me my spot back.
So if I'm the coach, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a decision based on how healthy I think he is. I don't know how healthy that thumb is. Drew knows the pain. If he has any, he's in a splint for protection. I don't know if he's in a splint for pain, you know. So he's got, and they're close. These guys have been together for a long time now. Right. So it's like, Rich, all right, what's your opinion? Can you talk today? Can you do the show? And if you say, yes, Mooch, I can do it, I'm going to say, yeah, let's go. Host a show, Rich, because Coach, I trust your opinion.
You know what?
Coach, I'm telling you,
are you calling me the Drew Brees of hosts? Is that what you're saying?
Whoa,
that's a compliment.
That's pretty good.
Is he the Drew Brees of hosts? Everybody, what do you think?
You know what? You guys are the best. In all honesty, just to wrap this whole thing up, I think the Saints would rather have the situation of Brees saying, I got to get back in there because I've seen Teddy be so successful, rather than I got to get back in there because my team season is beginning to maybe circle the drain. Because one thing we didn't see that after week 2 was not only Bridgewater going 5-0, but Kyle Allen going 4-0. So this division is still open for even Carolina to make a run. We'll see how it all works later on today.
And we talked about the decision here to play him or not. Now later on, we'll talk about the effects of that decision because, you know, Patrick Peterson is back, too, now to follow Michael Thomas around. You got to be perfect throwing that ball. We'll talk about that stuff later.
Okay. And I think you're the Steve Marriucci of broadcasters.
Yeah, thanks.